can't do this. Get dude.
You need to sit down.
I won't do it off my
sit
case.
Down.
It's conflict of interest between me and the client. Nah, man, I wanna file a verbal motion.
And did you intend to kill him?
Oh yeah.
And did you think about whether or not you wanted to kill him and make a deliberate choice to do so?
No way. Put half a magazine in that.
Did you say?
Actually,
Did you say that?
Yes.
Listen to me. You don't let me out of here, I'm gonna fucking kill you. I'm a Jew. I'm gonna take your fucking life if you don't let me out of here. Okay? I'm done.
What happens when courtroom chaos and high-stakes drama collide? When defendants act out in ways that stun even the toughest judges? Today, we're diving into some of the most intense courtroom confrontations following a high-speed car chase and beyond. Each story is a roller coaster of outbursts, jaw-dropping behavior, and unpredictable twists that turned ordinary court proceedings into unforgettable moments. Stick around, because these stories are as riveting as they are unbelievable. And remember, if you're enjoying this dive into courtroom drama, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more content like this. Starting with a high-speed car chase that had viewers on edge, a defendant landed in court only to stir up more drama with a confrontational attitude. It all began with a high-speed chase that put lives at risk, followed by a tense courtroom appearance where the defendant's uncooperative behavior only worsened their case. The audacity was clear when the judge imposed a steep bond as a reminder that the consequences for such reckless actions wouldn't come cheap. What was expected to be a straightforward sentencing turned into a saga of defiance and disbelief, setting the stage for an unforgettable courtroom moment. But the chaos didn't stop there. Soon after, another defendant found himself in hot water when his disruptive courtroom behavior went from insulting to downright dangerous. Threats filled the air as his aggressive manner forced the judge to deny him bond, emphasizing that respect is a two-way street in the justice system. Each insult escalated the tension in the room, leading onlookers to wonder how far his aggression would go. This defiance ultimately backfired, adding fuel to an already fiery courtroom drama that left even seasoned legal professionals on edge. In a particularly bizarre case, the defendant went so far as to blame an app, specifically the Uber app, for a series of tragic shootings he was involved in.
What made you get your firearms tonight? The app? The Uber?
Yeah.
Is that what made you put the vest on too?
Yeah.
It was a defense that had many questioning his state of mind and the lengths he would go to in order to avoid responsibility. This excuse only added to the intensity of the courtroom atmosphere, creating a sense of disbelief and anger among the families of victims. As the prosecution laid out the evidence, the defendant's blame-shifting strategy unraveled, painting a chilling portrait of a person willing to do anything to avoid accountability.
I'm going to set it as a $10 million fine.
I'm not getting into any detail of what happened.
If you want to be guilty, you have to say what you did.
I'm not saying all right? Because of the respect and safety of my children, I'm not saying nothing. Because they're going to see this. You know, let's just make this painless and not. Give me my 100 years or whatever, and give me the out of here.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, well do it. Understand me?
What you want.
I'm not doing this for these stupid cameras and these inbreaks.
And did you intend to kill him?
Oh yeah.
And did you think about whether or not you wanted to make a deliberate choice to do so?
No way. Put half a magazine in that.
In one of the most heated cases of the day, a defendant's behavior reached a boiling point, resulting in a $10 million bond being set. This staggering amount wasn't just a measure of the seriousness of the crime, it was a statement to others about the costs of high-risk behavior and disrespect in the court. The defendant's arrogance was evident throughout the trial, and his dismissive attitude came to a sudden halt when he realized just how serious the consequences would be. This case served as a harsh reminder of how quickly things can spiral when a defendant fails to respect the gravity of their situation. Among the chaotic scenes that followed, there was another defendant who took courtroom misbehavior to a new level with a contemptuous attitude that defied all decorum. His complete disregard for court proceedings became so disruptive that it earned him a contempt charge. But in a surprising turn, this defendant later issued an apology.
Behavior was very irrational, and I apologize not only to the court and you, but to my family.
Perhaps realizing the grave mistake he had made in antagonizing the very people who would decide his future. Yet, the apology didn't erase the impression his earlier actions had left, reminding everyone that the courtroom is no place for impulsive outbursts. A case involving a series of courtroom insults and even physical assaults left many shocked. One defendant couldn't resist the urge to taunt others, turning the proceedings into something more like a street brawl than a legal hearing. His outbursts were so intense that security had to intervene multiple times, and his lack of restraint only solidified the court's decision to impose a severe sentence. The entire scene was a lesson in how courtroom behavior can shape one's fate, especially when contempt turns into violence. And just when it seemed things couldn't get more intense, Christian's courtroom meltdown took the drama to an entirely new level. His violent outburst was so extreme that it required the immediate intervention of law enforcement officers present in the courtroom. This meltdown wasn't just a minor incident. It was a display of aggression that had everyone, including the judge, in a state of disbelief. Christian's inability to control his rage was seen as a dangerous sign, one that didn't bode well for his case. His actions left an indelible mark on the trial, showing how a loss of control in the courtroom can have severe consequences. Then, there was the case that took everyone by surprise when the defendant boldly confronted the judge about his perceived lack of respect toward the defendant's lifestyle choices. The defendant's demeanor suggested a complete lack of remorse, and his combative stance only served to isolate him further from any chance of leniency. This defiance made it clear that some individuals simply refuse to respect the authority of the court, a stance that often leads to harsher punishments. This particular incident became a focal point of the trial, reminding the public that humility often speaks louder than bravado when facing the law. Each of these cases provided a window into the world of courtroom drama, where defendants' actions and attitudes can shape the outcome just as much as the evidence presented. From blaming external factors to outright aggression and flippant attitudes, these defendants discovered the hard way that the courtroom is no place for games or disrespect. The legal system isn't just about determining guilt or innocence, it's about upholding the dignity and authority of the law. If these shocking moments have kept you on the edge of your seat, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that bell icon for more captivating stories from inside the courtroom. These cases show us just how unpredictable court proceedings can be and serve as reminders that, in the face of the law, respect and responsibility go a long way.